welcome to the Scott Show. This is Scott here, and we are making it happen with the NCAA Lower Division Show. So this show is all about football that is in the Football Championship Series in Division 2 and Division 3. So we do not cover all the top 25 in the higher colleges that you'll most likely see on TV. These are the ones that you'll see on ESPN when there's really great games, ESPN2, and your local broadcasters. So here we are talking about the Football Championship Series. We are going to go with the top 10 of that, and we have quite a bit of a shake-up on there, as number 1 and 2 stayed the same, but after that, everybody moved around. So let's start with number 10, as we go 10 to 1. We didn't do this last week, but we're going to start. And number 10 is Eastern Washington. They were tied for 8th last week. They're having a 3-2 record. A big drop for our big friends in South Dakota State, as they have dropped to number 9. They were ranked number 4, and they have a 3-1 record. Number 8, Central Arkansas, as they move up from number 12, also with a 3-1 record. Number 7, Illinois State, rocking it, and they were tied for 8th as well. Now they're up to 7th, 4-0. Then number 6, South Dakota at number they're at number 6. They were at number 10, 4-0. Wolford at number 5. Jacksonville State at number 4. Youngstown State at number 3, moving up from 5 with a 3-1 record. And then you have the number 2 ranked North Dakota State Bison. They also have 1 vote for first place. And in first place, you have the James Madison team, and they have 25 votes for first place. Number 1 ranked in the nation at 5-0. The only other team I see that's 5-0 so far is North Carolina A&T. They are ranked number 12, and only to move up if they keep it up and make it happen. So that is the Football Championship Series. We'll come back to them here in a little bit, but we do have the top 10 for the Division 2 teams. And in number 10, you have Midwestern State. Number 9, Delta State, our good friends at Delta State University. And also we have a lot of great friends at Grand Valley State in Michigan coming in at number 8. Indianapolis coming in at number 7. Sioux Falls, who I actually had the opportunity to see a little bit when they played UMD. Sioux Falls at number 6 in the nation, 5-0. Also at 5-0 in the team that works with them in the Northern Sun Collegiate Conference, the Minnesota State Mankato, 5-0. So these two teams, 5-0, and hopefully they get to meet each other sometime down the road. Indiana, Pennsylvania at 5-0, and that's at number 4. Shepherd at number 3 with 4-0. Texas A&M Commerce at 4-0. And your number 1 in Division 2 is Northwest Missouri State, coming in at 5-0 with all 34 votes for the number 1 ranking in Division 2. And, folks, I have been following a little bit Southwest Missouri State as they're going along. They are just an amazing team, so definitely get a chance to check them out. Now, I did say that Sioux Falls and Mankato should probably be playing sometime. I'm actually doing the little Google thing right now, and I have found out that on November 11th, it is a Saturday, it's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Mankato, Sioux Falls, probably for the Northern Sun Collegiate Conference Championship, and for all the glory that comes with it. As that game, if they both remain undefeated, you will see that happen in Sioux Falls. Now, in Division 3, we have also their top 10. Number 10, we have Delaware Valley. Number 9, Platteville, the University of Wisconsin. Number 8, it would be St. John's. Number 7, Linfield. Number 6, St. Thomas. Number 5, Hardin-Simmons. Number 4 is North Central of Illinois. Number 3 is Oshkosh, which they will be playing Platteville and hopefully going for the championship of their conference. Mountain Union. And in number 1 is Mary Hardin-Baller. And Mary Hardin-Baller is going to be playing Hardin-Simmons this week in their top contest of probably the best contest they're going to have all year long. So we will see if Mary Hardin-Baller stays number 1 or if Hardin-Simmons makes it happen and gives them the upset. It would be an upset only because it's the number 1 ranked team in the nation. Now, folks, as we do here on the lower division show, we're going to give you guys the opportunity to see what games are coming up. And this is for the football championship series, which we do this every week here on the Scott Show Sports Show, and give you guys some ideas of what's coming up. Now, we already did have a game last night, and that was Acorn State, the Braves, defeated the Alabama State Hornets. Of course, Acorn State 4-2, Alabama State 0-5 on the season. So, folks, that just happens. Columbia, the Lions are going to be playing Marist and the Red Foxes. That's going to happen on Saturday. Villanova and Maine play in Villanova. The Bison, as I said before, the number 2 ranked in the country. They're on ESPN3 playing the Indiana State Sycamores. And I think it's going to be a long day for Indiana State as the Bison come in at 4-0 and Indiana State come in at 0-4. Let's see here, folks. We have Georgetown and Princeton. They're going to be playing a big game. Delaware State is going to be playing North Carolina A&T. The Aggies are at home playing the 0-4 Delaware State Hornets. So hopefully their stock rises, and I can see that happening already. They're a pretty good team making it happen out there in North Carolina. We have the Penn Quakers playing the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils, and that's going to be a hard-fought game there. We have Harvard Crimson playing the Cornell Big Red. Yale playing Dartmouth. Now this game, both teams are 3-0 on the season. It's at 1:30 Memorial Field in Dartmouth. It's going to be one hell of a game. The Wolford Terriers playing the Western Carolina Catamounts. That's going to be on ESPN3 too. Wolford, of course, 4-0 on the season. So check out that game. That will be quite an interesting one. Now you have Valparaiso, the Crusaders, playing the Campbell Fighting Camels. I can't believe I say that pretty much every show. It's crazy. Youngstown State against North Dakota. It's in the Dakota Dome. The Coyotes against the Penguins. North Dakota 4-0. Youngstown State 3-1. That is your game of the week, folks. And I'm super excited to see what happens there. I know that there's a whole bunch of other games going on, but that one is going to be barn burner, and hopefully, fingers crossed, something happens good, and it's just a hell of a game. Southern Illinois will be playing the North Dakota State Jackrabbits. The Jackrabbits come in at 3-1. They're going to be playing at home this season, or this game. So I already got a thing from the coach saying show up, and I'm in Minnesota, so I won't show up, but I'll try to be there in spirit, as we got lots of awesome friends at South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits coming in, like I said, 3-1. And in your last game of the night, it's going to be the Eastern Washington Eagles, 3-2 on the season. They are ranked in the top 10, and they will be facing off against the University of California, Davis Aggies, also at 3-2. They will be at Aggie Stadium, and that will be one hell of a game there in Aggie Stadium in California. California is a great place to be. Now, I do want to say just for people who have been following the show and wondering what happened last week to North Dakota or South Dakota State, they lost to Youngstown State 7-19 was the final score there, and so there you go, folks. Just a little insight. Now there are some big games coming up for our great friends at South Dakota State. They play the Bison on the 4th of November, and they play North Dakota, which could be a great game in the Dakota Dome on the 18th of November, just before the playoffs start, folks. There's some awesome football still coming. If you guys want your college talked about as we talk about South Dakota State, let us know. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what school you're from and what you want to hear. We will highlight your team as we do all the others here on the Scott Show podcast, making it happen. We are out of here for this week, but check us out sometime soon, folks. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube, and that's tinyurl.com/102550.